What is happening, gentlemen? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone started this week very productively. I hope everyone profited. Today, as usual, we're going to go over our favorite pairs, our favorite indices, US 30, US 100, and DAX 40, right? Today, we're just going to touch on we're going to review each pair and the opportunities that was missed, the opportunities taken, and the lessons that we could have taken away from those. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So we're starting with DAX on a 15-minute time frame. So if you have to go into the daily, it's still on a strong bullish momentum. When you scale down to the lower time frames, you'll see that price is in a ranging formation, right? So there's no trend to the upside, there's no trend to the downside. With that being said, let us take an in-depth analysis of what really happened today, right? So as you can see over here, we obviously identified that price was in a range of formation, right? So market opened, and we just had to wait for price to play out and form a little bit of structure, right? So as I woke up in the morning to analyze this pair, I spotted my areas of value, but my support area of value was also determined on previous information. As you can see, our support here, support, support, support. So that is a clear indication that this is our area of value. When we get to this area over here, we see it's our resistance slash support, resistance slash support. Then as you can see, as it played out today, this morning, earlier on this morning, we see our resistance zone, our resistance zone, our resistance zone. So you can see in our support over here, so we can basically see that this is our area of value, right? So now we also determined that weak rejection was there, weak rejection was there, weak rejection was there, weak rejection was there. This was a fake cut and broke back into the trade, right? So the takeaway from this trade over here is that if you entered from an area of value over here, you were going to be on the good side, right? You were going to be on the right side of this trade. You were going to go long, and this is how it was going to play out for you. So you were going to wait for a little bit of rejection, a little bit of confirmation. You want to put your stop loss around about that area from this previous low over here, right? Then this is how it is going to play out. Then obviously, as it goes throughout the day and breaks resistance new supports, then this was our next TP area. This in actual fact was the next TP area, but yeah, this way price landed up, right? So if you took it earlier, price was going to be on your good side, right? So with regards to this trade, I came short of this trade. I didn't win on this trade. Reason being is because I didn't follow my rules, and I entered the buy. I bought very high according to my analysis, right? So as you can see, what had happened here is that I saw price going up, pushing to the upside, pushing to the upside. Then I decided to enter the trade here, and as you can see, that's entering a trade in the middle of nowhere because we don't sure if price will break this area here. So price, I entered there, price went to the upside like that. I put my stop loss around that area, and as you can see, price hunted my stop loss and took me out of the trade, right? This was before 10 o'clock market open, and as you can see, at 10 o'clock market open, price tried to get to our support area, rejected that area and pushed to the upside, which was a very favorable trade if you were on the buy. And yeah, that is what I have to say for DAX 40. The next pair that we're going to analyze is US 30, right? So if you go into the higher time frame, you can see price is on a very strong bullish momentum, and yeah, it was in the bullish momentum. So now we're going down to the lower time frame, and we have to analyze what is going on with our trades here and how we could have executed it. So as normal, as usual, we wait for price to break out and form a little bit of structure to determine whether we're going to buy or sell the trade, right? So as you can see, market this morning opened up like that. It came to this resistance area and pushed to the downside, right? But obviously we were sleeping, so we can't execute this trade. So as the day got by, or the morning went by, we saw price forming a bit of structure, and as you can see, this is where we concluded our areas of value within this trade, right? So how did we determine our area of value? So first, our support we identified from market close on Friday, and it went right across through like that. And as you can see, once price reaches that area, we see levels of rejection, multiple levels of rejection. So this confirms that this is a very significant area of value. And our resistance, we can see on top, multiple levels of rejection, and this is a significant level of resistance. So now what we had to do is just wait for price to get to our support or our resistance, break our resistance and test our new support to enter our trade, right? But as you can see, price rejects this area, price rejects this area. So what you could have done is enter price at this level over here and enter into the trade and hold the trade. But now we got this information that it was going to be a bit of a bullish movement because of our higher time frame. On a higher time frame, we see that price is at a very bullish, or was on a bullish move. So that determined us saying that we were going to push to the upside, right? As you can see, this was our first TP, which was reached before New York session even. Then we saw price break above, retest, we can say, and push to the upside. But as you can see, we see a rising pendant over here. So this is a continuation pattern. So we see price break, goes from ascending to descending, and price decreases, you see the candles going smaller and smaller and smaller, which, as you can see, we're expecting a very explosive move to the upside according to this pattern over here, because it's a continuation pattern, right? And as you can see, this was also an excellent area to enter. You were going to put your stop loss below this pendant and move to the upside, which you would have got a nice, let's see, could have put your stop loss the same as that, and you see you could have got the same movement, or no, even better movement that you got from earlier on this morning. And yeah, that's how it played out, right? So I'm going to tell you about the trade that I took. Try to take the sell, but my stop loss is very tight. So what I was waiting for price to do, price was playing around this area. So this area in between here is our 4-hour wick, not the body of our candle, but the wick, right? So what I was waiting for price to get down and push and retest this value area here and push to the downside, right? Which I didn't do, ignoring my rules again. So I had to wait for price to either break to the downside or to the upside of this chain, right? What I did was I sold around, I sold around this area over here, and as you can see, price pushed to the upside, but my stop loss was very, very small. I put a 36500 on my stop loss, took me out the trade, and as you can see, price played out exactly how I wanted it to be. But remember, we learned from our mistakes, and yeah. So this was, let's see, this would have been a very beautiful trade as well. So overall, if you took all three of these trades with US30 today, you're going to make quite a nice, decent amount of money. And mind you, this is waiting for price. Price only dropped, let's see, 5:45 South African time. So yeah, it's crazy. The next pair that we're going to analyze is NAS 100. So yeah, we got NAS 100 on the 15-minute time frame. As you can see, I don't know, NAS opened crazy. As you can see, it got down, it got to this level, it rejected that level, and it started playing out, right? So obviously it's in the morning, we're not going to analyze this pair because we're still asleep and we're waiting for price to obviously form a little bit of structure. So as you can see, price broke down and it retested this area here, this support area where price opened up and rejected, right? And as you can see, this is our area of value because price is rejecting this value. We see momentum to the upside come London session. We see the momentum to the upside, right? We see price push up, price push down. So now this confirms that it's playing within this area. So now we see price battling to reach this area, so we could have got in over here, right, and push the upside, but that's the riskier trade. The more safer trade was waiting for price to break above and retest that zone and push the upside, which we can clearly see down here has happened on the 15-minute time frame. If we had to go down to 5 and 1 minute time frame, we would see that rejection play out very cleanly, right? As you can see, this was going to be the trade. Remember, we don't always get the trades that we want, but yeah, this is how it played out, and yeah, this is what I got to say about it. And this is how we determined our take profit from this area over here. So as usual, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got value out of this video, and please like and subscribe to my video, and please let me know what more would you like to learn with regards to this video. Okay, thank you very much, and see you tomorrow for the next review session.